Watching NFL games on TV is a very cool experience, but actually going to a game in person is a million times better. And not only thanks to the game itself, but due to everything I'm about to show you on this video. If you like this vlog for my first time ever going to an NFL game, consider subscribing since it's free and it really helps a lot. Anyways, before we get into the game itself, let's take a look at SoFi Stadium on December 17th. It was pretty much empty, even though there was a college game being played later that day. However, on the morning of December 18th, game day, the stadium was looking more like this. It was crowded and the game didn't even start until 2 hours from then. So now that it's game day, it's time to begin with the full in-person NFL experience. So of course, it all starts with the tailgating. I had heard a lot about the tailgating going on NFL games, but I never really thought it was a big deal. Well, if you've never been to one in person, you're missing out big time. There were cars with barbecues and tacos all over the place, with screens on most of the car trunks streaming other NFL games live. It was incredibly loud, but even though this was an amazing experience, wait until we get to the game itself. The tailgating was suddenly over for me since it was time to go to the stadium store and get prepared for kickoff. I quickly made my way into the store with one goal in mind and one goal only, an Austin Ekeler jersey. I've wanted it since he won me my fantasy league last year, and well, it was now the time to pay back. The store was definitely bigger than I expected, and I quickly found what I was looking for. Target acquired, it's time to move on. After buying the jersey, it was finally time to make my way into the stadium itself, and oh my god, in TV it looks big, but in person it's enormous. Even being pretty much at the top of the stadium, you can see everything that's going on the field. And let me tell you, the feeling of excitement just goes through the ceiling. My seat was way down, so I pretty much took a tour inside the stadium until I finally made my way into the seats. I'll just play the video with sound on for you to enjoy. The game hadn't even started yet and the stadium was starting to fill up, all the way until it was time for the big entrance. I won't play the full scene because it lasted for a while, but here's a taste of how an NFL entrance in person feels like. And believe me when I tell you, you won't be disappointed. That was something, wasn't it? It's single-handedly one of the most exciting experiences I've lived in my entire life. But it wasn't over yet. Let's move on to the kickoff. Well, that's surely one of the kickoffs of all time, but certainly not one of the most exciting ones. But hey, at least there are no ads in the stadium, and you can watch players practicing in the sideline instead. Regardless, it's now the time you've all been waiting for, some actual game action. So here are some of the best plays I recorded. Touchdown. Let's go! By the way, here's a clearer shot of that touchdown I got from a friend of mine that had other seats. Moving on, here's the loudness of the crowd on third down and the reaction everyone had when the Chargers appeared to have an interception, even though it was ruled an incomplete pass at the end. That was great, but the greatest play of the game came before halftime, and I think you all know which play I'm talking about. That's one of the wildest interceptions I've ever witnessed, TV, college included. I was actually so excited I got to see that in real life. The game was close the entire time, and finally LA won with a game-winning field goal alongside with a special teams stop, and everyone went crazy. If you noticed, I wasn't on my seats anymore, and that's because my experience didn't just end with the game. Oh no, I got access to go all the way down into the field itself. I don't have a lot of videotape on this particular time because I was just living it. By the way, shout out to my man Paul, who got us the tickets for this game. Hey, if you're watching this, thank you so much. And with that, my first NFL game in person experience was over, but I really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well and shared some of the emotions I experienced. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you on 2023.